What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about crtd. This is one of the call outs from the channel I've been a little bit bullish on. I have some pretty high expectations for, but that doesn't mean it has to happen. You guys know this is not financial advice. In fact, I made myself an old-fashioned, so I'm also drinking while I'm telling you this. But at the same time, let's look at crtd because it is moving in a pretty nice fashion, and we're at a pretty decent area that I think we should call out a couple of things just so that we're paying attention. Now, this is a trade. You can see the sign that says trade. Make sure that what you're thinking is not that you have gold and it's going to go to the moon. We're just looking to make a little bit of nice money. I do have a pretty decent call out on it at $2, and I want you guys to consider, bailing before everybody else if that is the point. I don't know if it's going to get there. I can't guarantee you it's going to get there. It may not even go in that direction. But as of right now, and since the callouts, you guys should have a pretty decent entry into this one, and you should be green if you are playing it. And right now, it's at a very nice point, and I want to show you why. So we have our fibs, right? I'm a fib guy. I love my fibs. So 69 cents, 69.24 if you want to be very specific, has held. It got the little bounce. It may come back down, want to even break through and test the trend line. So we have a very nice point that we're going to be paying close attention to. You're green, have stop losses, have some sort of trading plan. It's not hard. It sometimes hurts, but you can always re-enter a trade whenever you see it going in the right direction. I can't tell you exactly what it's going to do, and that's what I cannot emphasize enough. But as of right now, we have a very nice level that is just within a few cents that we can pay attention to and see how it's respecting. So you're watching basically 65.5, right? 65.50, 65.30, somewhere in that range to the absolute lowest, and you're watching your fib line here at 69 1/4. See how it responds there. One, it's going to either come down, test our trend line, test our support, which is lining up nice, or it's going to bounce off of our fib, which would be perfect. So the risk to reward is right here, right now. It's very easy. You know what you're wagering. You know what you're looking for to the upside. Now, as we start climbing through here, yes, it's going to probably start getting a little difficult. I don't personally think that 89.5 is going to be hard. I think $1. I think $1 is going to be that psychological level where you might see some people selling out. So could it get a little resistance? For the first go round, yes, absolutely it could, and it might come back down. So, if you want to play the dollar, see if it comes back down to the trend line, needs a test or two to get through, then perfect. You're still making money. You could literally make this 30 cents, reject, make 20 cents on your way back up instead of watching it disappear from your account. Or you made your dollar and you watch and see what happens as it comes down. Draw up your trend lines, have some sort of trading plan. That's all I'm asking. And as we work our way up, so if we get through $1, watch $1.09. See how $1.09 works, $1.38, how that moves. $1.50 is going to be psychological. It's going to be like a mental thing again. So see how we're doing there. And then from there, $1.75, $2. That's what I'm looking for. The RSI is cooling off a little bit as far as the 30-minute goes, but not enough that I'm overly worried. I think this was a nice pullback into an area where people are going to see what happens, whether it continues to push, whether it wants to make that bounce, or if it is going to indeed pull its way right on back and cool off for a little bit. So just keep an eye, have those areas marked. That's all I'm asking, is that you mark out those call outs, those levels, you draw your trend line, and you pay close attention to this, because I can't guarantee you. If I could, then we would all be millionaires, but that's not the case. Cost to borrow coming in somewhere around 28% right now. Utilization saying it's not maxed out as far as ortex goes. Days to cover are a little bit high. It is what it is. Take that with a grain of salt. But we got a decent cost to borrow. We have, I don't know how many shares are out on loan, unfortunately. What do we got? Does it give me anything? Where's our reported? It doesn't even give me any reported. Do we have any reported? Give me 1 second. So I don't think we have any reported as far as how many are truly out there, but I do think it was pretty highly shorted at one time. And as far as the cost to borrow goes, I mean, it looks like it's probably been pretty heavily shorted, and the utilization. So I mean, I think they're out there. We just got to figure out at what point do some of them maybe want to get out, and how much FOMO is going to come in here. I don't know how heavily this is covered or not, but if a lot of people are talking about it, then there might be a community, maybe not. I'm not sure. I just like what I'm seeing, and I thought it was an interesting play. So I want to see how it does throughout. And like I said, this is a longer play. This whenever I called it out a week or two ago, I said this is going to be a 3 to 5 week play, and there could be very, multiple opportunities. If you want to flip this thing, back and forth in between the channels, you can do that as well. It's strictly a trade. It's not a diamond hand. Don't think it's going to the moon. Just a way to make a pretty decent return on your money if you're looking for some sort of play to the upside in these kind of markets. So let's keep an eye on it. Let's see how it goes. What do we got? Probably two to 3 more weeks, I think, as long as the time frame goes, in my eyes, to get there. It might get there quicker. It might never get there. But we're just going to see how everything plays out. So I appreciate you guys coming back and watching another one. I will catch you in the next video. As always, stay golden, people, and may your accounts stay green.